Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal and let's start this week's weekly sectoral analysis. I hope all of you are enjoying the long weekend, and in case if there is any sort of background noise, then please guys bear with me. I apologize for the same because some sort of important repairing work is going on in my society. All right. So as usual, I'll be first jumping into the higher time frame of Nifty Futures. If we check the monthly time frame charts, I think things are looking completely fine. The trend is still up. There is no problem. If I go to the weekly time frame chart, you can now see the trend is now up. RSI is also slowly and steadily rising up, which is looking fine. But if you remember, I had clearly told you that there was a strong resistance between, in fact, in my last Nifty and Bank Nifty short-term view, that between 18,214 to 17,672, there is a pretty large band of resistance. And this actually large band of resistance was due to this weekly time frame. And this is very, very important. Now, if you can check properly, I have also plotted a Fibonacci retracement. So it is very clear that this entire downtrend, all right, this entire down move, which was from almost 19,000 levels to possibly 16,875, 76, we have retraced close to 50% of the same. Now, if you check the daily time frame chart, we are still in an uptrend. The RSI is gliding very smoothly. In fact, we have closed above this previous high in the Nifty Futures, which is a bullish sign, but we are also close to this 50% retracement, which is around 17,900 to 18,000. So possibly 17,900 to 18,000 levels. This is a sort of a psychological barrier and also a resistance in the weekly time frame chart. So you have to be little bit careful over here that maybe there is a small chance that some sort of volatility will be seen in the markets. If it is not seen, I'll be extremely surprised, because along with this resistance, if you can check properly how many green candles you can see over here. This is the first candle, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. Irrespective of the size of the candle, irrespective of the shape of the candle, we cannot deny that 9 consecutive days Nifty Futures have been closing higher. So maybe some sort of consolidation of profit booking is surely welcome. And in fact, it could be healthy. Fine. So overall trend remains up, but some sort of short-term volatility is probable. If we check Bank Nifty Futures is in fact more stronger in terms of state of trend, because in the daily time frame chart, it has been able to surpass 2 previous highs. Nifty Future has managed just to close above the previous high, but Bank Nifty has managed to close above its 2 previous highs. This is the first one and this is the second one, which is a good sign, obviously. Now, if you check the weekly time frame chart, we are still at a resistance band from 42,538 to 41,647 is again a resistance band, which I had shared in my previous video. And this entire rally, I think the private banking space is more responsible for this entire rally, and a close above this resistance band, maybe these 2 candles, will result into more strength on the upside in Bank Nifty. If you check private banking space, if you check Bank Nifty, you will see a lot of similarity. But if you check Bank Nifty and PSU Banks, you will see that PSU Banks in last 2-3 days have just started to go higher, but private banks are looking much different. Now, in private banking space, there are 2 stocks which I can see. One is obviously ICICI Bank, which I had shared before also, that ICICI Bank is looking pretty decent. And you can see the way it has rallied. And possibility is that if in case any short-term volatility may not occur in this stock, then it will keep smooth, keep going higher and higher, slowly and steadily. ICICI Bank is generally not a stock which goes up with a very fast momentum. So the possibility is slowly and steadily it will keep going higher. Second stock is HDFC Bank, which is looking extremely strong, but it is slightly, you can say slightly overstretched. Not overstretched, but I would say overbought. So a small profit booking or a consolidation will be very healthy in this stock, because this is a very big large cap stock, and generally these sort of stocks no, they don't go up with very strong momentum. Generally, they require some sort of consolidation and then they will continue to rally. That is the nature of HDFC Bank. So any sort of corrections, short-term correction, profit booking or consolidation should be used in this stock. And in case if the prices are available at a lucrative levels where the risk reward is high for a long only trade, then a swing trader should surely focus on this stock. All right. Let's have a look at the PSU Bank. PSU Banks, if you look the chart like this, I think things were looking that they're just consolidating, and any sort of breakdown in the shorter term charts would result into a decent trade on the downside. But PSU banks are refusing to go down. They are trying to show strength, not as strong as private banking space, but still they are trying. And my eyes are obviously on the king of the PSU banking stocks, which is SBI and possibly one another stock, which is Bank of Baroda. But I guess there is not much strength visible over here. Bank of Baroda, you can say that this is the point from where if it closes above this particular level, then there is a chance of an upside move continuation in the Bank of Baroda stock. So that is what I'm waiting for. Till that doesn't happen, I'll stay put, I'll wait patiently, and I'll see what happens in the stock. Metal pack. Metal pack was also one of the sectors which was looking weak few days back, and it did not try to go down and break down in the shorter term time frame charts. In fact, it showed just little bit strength and it has tried to rally. If you have a look in the weekly time frame charts, things are not that great, but at least the prices are moving higher. In case if we close above this high and even this high, then there is a decent chance that there will be some sort of revival in the metal pack. And out of all the stocks, I am concentrating on this particular stock. Obviously, other stocks are also good, but my concentration and focus is on Jindal Steel and Power. The main reason for that is the way it has come down. It is not a one-way move. And in terms of state of trend, generally what happens when a stock comes down very fast, generally that is a sign of weakness. Okay. In comparison to that, if you see the stock is going up, down, all right. So this is a sign that strong people, strong hands were not ready to let the stock go down. So whenever the metal pack revives and we'll have an upside breakout, possibility that Jindal Steel and Power could be the leader is very high. So keep a watch on this stock. I'm not saying it's a buy at current level, but we need a breakout in the metal pack and in this particular stock. Now, when it comes to auto pack, we can see decent momentum is visible. I can agree to that. But if you have a look in weekly time frame chart, it has been just zigzag. No, whipsaws are happening basically, nothing else. In this sector, I have two stocks. One is Tata Motors, which has rallied pretty strongly. Any sort of dip, any sort of consolidation will result into a decent swing trade on the upside. And if you can check properly, even the weekly time frame chart has given a very good trend line breakout. The second stock is Bajaj Auto. Surprisingly, the type of momentum this stock has shown, it has surprised me and possibly many other people. Because if you see the nature of this stock is not very momentum friendly. It'll go up, it'll take a dip, it'll consolidate, it'll go up, again come down, and again it'll start going up. But if you check this momentum, this is really amazing. So I guess it's slightly overstretched for sure in the medium term. It needs to possibly go through some profit booking or some consolidation, and that will result into a decent risk reward ratio for a swing trade on the upside. But you will have to wait patiently because this process will take a lot of days. IT pack, as in my last few videos, I had continuously maintaining my negative stance on this particular sector. I think Infosys and TCS are two stocks which could, trend on the downside. And in fact, Infosys ADR is already showing 8% down. So there could be some sort of volatility in these couple of stocks on Monday opening. And then we'll have to see, in fact, that after opening down, will they pull back and everything gets covered, or the momentum on the downside continues? That is what I think needs to be seen. Finance Pack. Finance Pack is looking wonderful with a very good momentum on the upside. Even the weekly time frame charts are looking very attractive. One stock from my side is Power Finance Corporation. Yes, weekly time frame charts does have a candle which is not very, very good. And the reason for that is this high. It has been rejected. Prices have been rejected from this high. So it is currently consolidating, nothing else. But if the consolidation doesn't result into a breakdown, if it just keeps rotating over here and then it moves slightly higher, then a short-term upside momentum is possible in this stock. FMCG pack. FMCG pack is looking pretty strong in the weekly and in the daily time frame chart. Some sort of consolidation in short term is surely possible. ITC continues to remain strong and it will continue to glide higher. Second stock is Hindustan Unilever. Hindustan Unilever as a stock is, I think, at a crossroads. I think if it manages to sustain above this level of 2500, okay, then it could be possible that this stock slowly and steadily will go higher. But if it closes below 2500 levels, then a short-term correction is possible on the downside. If you check the weekly time frame chart, I think weekly time frame chart is helping the bulls more. So the probability that the stock will go higher is slightly more than going lower. But I guess we should wait for the confirmation of the price rather than just jumping in and initiating a trade on the short side before any confirmation comes, or even initiating a trade on the long side before any confirmation comes. So wait patiently and let the price action tell you what is the direction decided for this particular stock. Let's have a look at the consumer pack. Consumer pack, I think it has just started to show some momentum, but only problem is the candles which are visible are pretty small. So this is not looking very, very attractive because weekly time frame charts are not that great. Only thing is they have been able to bounce back from a pretty good support. So if we surpass this high with very big green candles, then I think things could change. Otherwise, after this rally, we'll have to again go and check that this is just a bounce back and again a sell-off is starting or something else is going to happen. So I think it's again a wait and watch in the consumption pack. Infra pack has started showing some strength in the weekly time frame charts, even in the daily time frame charts. But a close above this particular high with a pretty big green candle would be very, very encouraging. Unfortunately, we have three candles which are red in color. One is doji, one is sort of a small shooting star which doesn't have much importance, and the third candle is also big red candle with a lower weight. So it seems that there is some sort of selling pressure on the higher level, some sort of buying on the lower level, and some sort of confusion is happening in these stocks. Although I have one stock from my side, which is L&T, which has rallied pretty nicely, which is consolidating. If this consolidation doesn't go very, very low, if it remains within this zone and starts going higher, probably you'll see just a couple of percent move on the upside, maybe just 1 or 2%. But overall, I think this stock needs much more consolidation before it keeps going higher. This stock should not be seen as a swing trade. Just a short-term momentum is possible in this stock. Pharma pack. Pharma pack, I think in the daily chart, it is improving. In the weekly time frame chart, also it is improving, but the daily time frame chart is looking much better. In terms of stock, two stocks. One is Oro Pharma. You can see it has rallied pretty nicely. Second stock is Sun Pharma. This stock has rallied, but the momentum is not as good as Oro Pharma. I guess both these stocks need to consolidate, need to go for some sort of profit booking. Oro Pharma needs a little bit more profit booking because it has rallied very, very in a very high velocity and with very good momentum on the upside. So once that consolidation or short-term profit booking is over in Sun Pharma and in Aurobindo Pharma, I guess both these stocks will be considered as a decent swing trade, long only trade on the upside. Realty pack. Now, Realty pack has been able to surpass and close above these highs. It's looking pretty nice. Weekly time frame chart, yes, it's still, I guess it's trading above both of the moving averages, but the state of trend is not that great. I guess probably with time, with consolidation, things will improve. And in this particular pack, one stock from my side is DLF. It has been able to rally pretty nicely. It's a vertical rally. Generally, vertical rallies do not sustain for very long. So some sort of profit booking and consolidation whenever it happens. Okay. Uh, and if you find this stock at lower levels at a time where the risk reward is very, very favorable for a swing trader on the long side, then please keep a watch on this stock because it's looking technically very, very strong. Let's have a look at the mid cap sector. Now, in the mid cap, you can see, especially in this zone, what is visible to us? Prices going below the moving averages, going above the moving averages, going again back, going again back. So basically, there is no pattern visible over here because this is a high. Now we have a higher high. After a higher high, we should have a higher low and then prices should move higher. Rather than that, we have a lower low, right? So there is no pattern. As per Dow theory, it is just consolidating. Now, if we want a new high to be made, say in case if a new high is made over here, after that, whatever low occurs, it should be higher than this one. Once this pattern gets established, then I can say confidently that yes, mid caps are looking strong technically, and even the state of trend is good, and then possibly the rally will continue on the upside. As of now, they are just consolidating in the medium term. All right. So I hope this video will help you to understand how markets can move in the next few days, and enjoy your weekend. Trade safely. Thank you.